How'd you think Aaron?
All right, look good. He can sling. He can still sling it. So he moved around real good too with just his lower half movement looked really good too.
Robert, other than Reddick or Randy, is everyone else here?
Yeah, everyone's here.
What was your reaction to him not showing up?
It is what it is. That's the business part of it. Just have 89 other guys that we got to prepare.
How much is he missing though? Like to not being here for any of it to this point, the OTAs too.
He's a veteran. He's been with multiple teams. He's played multiple positions. He's had success multiple different ways. At this point in his career, I'm sure he knows exactly what he needs to do to prepare himself to play football, and so I'm not overly concerned.
When he might show up?
No.
When does that become like more of an issue with? Is it contact practices? When do you start to worry about him not being here in terms of his preparation for the season, or him having to catch up on a lot of stuff?
I'm not worried about that. To be honest with you, I'm actually excited for Will McDonald, Tack McKinley, who's trying to resurrect his career, and Michael Clemens getting more opportunities. There's a bunch of guys on this team that are going to get reps that they would not have necessarily gotten with him being here. So where I see it as I see it more of an opportunity for guys to really work their craft and find ways to get better and force their way onto the football field.
What have you seen from Will?
First day, I'm still waiting for pads because that's always going to be his thing. He's Gumby, he's athletic, he's quick twitched, he's super long, explosive. But the thing for him is going to be the power aspect of football, the violence aspect of football, and winning the power battle, especially in pass rush.
Has he put on any weight or not?
Yeah, he looks good. He's similar, but I'm sure he's a lot stronger.
What was the gist of your message to the team either last night or today?
It's one day at a time. This is I talked about it with you guys in minicamp. It's just it's a lot calmer. Guys have a much more business-like approach to the way we're approaching things, and just taking one day at a time and trying to be our best every day.
What do you attribute that to? More of a business-like approach?
Like I said, there's less. We've been through it, Last year, the off season, all the hype machine, all that good stuff. Where this year's a little bit more. Guys are locked in. It's just a different feel. I can't put my thumb on it to try to explain it in this press conference, but it's definitely a different feel.
We spoke to Garrett and Quentin yesterday, and they talked about how Aaron sets the standard. Like here, just kind of can you touch on that a little bit and just kind of how that is with the progression of him setting the standard?
No, for sure. He's as a quarterback, he is a vocal leader. He's a guy that everybody looks to for leadership on the football field. But Aaron's fantastic. His personality. I've said it before. He's an unbelievable teammate. His wealth of knowledge and his understanding of football, makes him pretty much another coach on the football field. And so when he speaks, our guys listen.
How have you seen the other players just kind of fall in line with that?
I guess you'd be silly not to. The guy's he's one of the more accomplished players in the history of football, and if he has a nugget to give you, if I was a young guy, I'd write it down pretty in my notebook, and I'd remember it for the rest of my life.
Do you anticipate Morgan and ABT doing team drills soon?
For sure. So this acclimation period, we're just kind of acclimating them back in. So we expect them in the team drills pretty soon.
What about Mike too as well? Is it kind of going to be similar to what Brees?
Yeah, he's similar to Brees' timeline.
Have you had the opportunity, since Aaron's been back, to sit down and talk to him about the whole mini camp thing and to clear up any misconceptions that might have been out there? Because there was a lot of reporting done on
I understand.
guys upset.
I've had dialogue with Aaron throughout the summer. Got some cool pictures from him. Had our normal conversations. Nothing's been broken, but the minicamp stuff we talked beforehand, so we're on the same page with everything that happened.
How do you set up the first 4 days before you guys get pads on Monday?
It's a lot of it's built in with the CBA. So today is a 90-minute practice, and tomorrow's a little bit longer, and then the next day is a full 2 hours for the last 2 days of acclimation, and you get your day off, and then you roll in the pad. So really, they've got this week to acclimate. So don't think it's enough, but we got to get rolling, and I think the guys did a really nice job coming in shape, and they're ready to roll.
We saw Alan Lazard make a few catches. Just talk about this, what you've seen from him. Obviously, it's the first day, and this kind of, I know you said in the spring that you expect a bounce back here from him.
No, I do. He's, I've said it before, he's not the first or the last free agent throughout the NFL who will struggle in his first year with a new team. New atmosphere, new money, new environment, new system, new coaching, all the new teammates. Sometimes guys get out of whack. And then once all that calms down, they find a way to bounce back in their second year, and I think he's going to do that. He's been locked in. He looks good. He's been phenomenal with his teammates in the meeting rooms, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he progresses throughout training camp.
And I know it's always a sense of urgency, because there's only 17 games and everything like that. But when you have Aaron and you have some older guys, Tyron, things like that, do you think this group feels like this is the time, like we have to do it now?
I don't know. I think that's more of a discussion for you guys. The only expectation we have is to be our best every day. That's it. Obviously, everybody has goals. Everybody has personal goals, team goals, and we don't shy from those. But at the end of the day, if you're not taking care of your moment, you're not taking care of whatever long-term goal you may have. So the biggest expectation and the only thing that we're really capable of at this moment is to dominate where our feet are. And so as far as pressure and timelines and all that, it's really about the moment.
Couple more. Robert, Jared Convers is a guy who missed all of training camp last year, a lot of the season. You saw him make a play today. Like, what'd you see from him kind of behind the scenes last year, and then seeing him kind of get a chance to actually get out there?
It was good to learn him. We had him at safety initially, moved him to corner this offseason, but smart young man, athletic, long. He grinded back from his injury, and you just see him slowly making progress, gaining confidence. And again, he's another guy that I'm excited to watch over the next month to see how he progresses.